guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha Izundu and today we have another everyday makeup drawer. So here are my everyday makeup drawers and we're going to go through them. I'm going to show you some looks I did with the makeup I've been using for the past month, and then we're going to go into my makeup drawers and switch it around. So remember, if you do like these kinds of videos, I would really appreciate a thumbs up if you're enjoying the video along the way, and subscribe if you're new here, and let's have a little look at what I have. My drawers are always linked down in the description. They're from a brand called Etoile, which is an Australian makeup organizing brand. So here we have my eyeshadows, and then I have these two here. My drawers up above, this is Project Pan, then above it I have all my fake tan makeup, which is not a lot. So we're just going to be looking at these three drawers here, and then I'm going to go through one drawer at a time. So everything gets muddled by the end of the month, so we have no organization. Okay, that's my fan. A couple of these things. Oh, so my Barry M Fresh Face Luminizer, I don't think I used it once, which is really bad. I'm not a huge liquid highlighter person. Did find myself gravitating towards either a glowy blush or my Project Pan highlighter. Honestly, I just didn't even notice it. It's not that I didn't want to wear it. I will put it back though because I've recently been acquiring a few more makeup items. So let's put this one back. I have a Models Prefer Natural Glow bronzer. I've actually really grown to enjoy this bronzer. I almost decluttered it, but I'm glad that I didn't because it's a really nice shade. It's quite neutral. Got a little shimmer in it, but it's not overly shimmery. It's really pretty. My Melt Cream Blush Light in Golden Hour. I honestly think I only used this once. I actually wasn't very good with cream products. I think because, you know, often when I wear makeup, I am looking for long wear. I've either been not wearing makeup or wearing makeup like a full face to work, which I need long wear for. I think I only wore this once. It's so pretty though. Like, I have no excuse. I really have no excuse in a whole month. My MAC Studio Fix Plus, I actually use this a lot. I use this as a foundation one day, and then the rest of the times I used it for setting. I actually have had a cold in the past week, so I haven't worn much makeup. Was actually using this to touch up at work from my red, dry nose that had no makeup left on it. So I just really love this powder, so I'll put that back, but I use that one a lot. I think this lip product I only used once. I actually love it. So once again, I don't have an excuse, but I definitely wore it once. My NARS liquid eyeliner. I love this one. I think I use this a couple of times. I don't always do a liquid liner, but when I do like to grab this one. I think I use this once or twice. I didn't use this a lot. It's the e.l.f. Bite Size Brow. I don't love it. There's another powder from RMS that I own. I don't do a lot of powder, but I prefer the RMS one. I just think it looks better. I don't think I would use these waxes. I think I would just kind of stick to the powder and then maybe use like a clear brow gel. I didn't love the wax. I think that's the main reason. This one I didn't use them that much either. The Charlotte Tilbury Lip and Cheek Glow in Color of Dreams. Same reason as the blush light, I just wasn't reaching for it. This is something that I would definitely use when I go away though. I'm going away next week, but I'll put it back and then I might take it in my travel case. Because I do like traveling with this. It's really easy because it's lip and cheek. Okay, then I have a few testers. Oh no, I'll do the blushes first. So I had the OXX Glow Blush powder from Kmart. And I think I used this once or twice. I quite like this. It was really nice. But I didn't use it a lot because I have this Makeup Forever blush palette. Was this in my... I think it was. Sometimes I mix things up. I'm like, did I actually put that in or did I just throw it in the drawers through the month? So I've actually noticed my bronzer. My bronzer here has started to get rings. I use this quite a lot. This is the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula that I depotted from like a holiday set. And it's actually gotten kind of low, which is pretty cool. I use this palette pretty much every time. I use this one the least just because it's a bit of a funny one. I don't know how... Maybe you do blend them. I don't actually know how to use it. I use these Chantecaille blushes the most, these three. I am in love with them. I use these, but they're a little bit more Dramatic. These are the Makeup Forever. And then the Sydney Grace. I used everything in this palette and I really, really loved it. I think if I go on international travel or like a long holiday, I would just take this because I've literally got contour, under eye powder, bronzer, and then every blush I could ever want. So I do love this. I use that a lot. I had two little samples, the LS Fast foundation. I have finished that one. I really liked it, but I probably won't buy it because it's suited more to oily, drier skin, and I have an oilier skin type, but it was pretty. The new Laura Mercier Weightless, whatever that long wear, the new foundation, it's amazing. I actually want to buy the full size. I've probably got one more use out of that, so I will leave it in and finish it. But I used it probably two or three times already, and I love it. I have the shade 1N2 Vanille. Don't need another foundation, but my gosh, this actually knocked my socks off. So good. So I'm gonna leave that in here. Then I had some perfume samples. I finished everything. So go me, I'll pick some new ones out. I had the Versace Bright Crystal. I finished that. I just had these for so long, so I'm glad that I got to get through these Versace ones. So I'm glad that this one's finished. Myth from Ellis Brooklyn. Mango Skin from Wilhelm Parfumery. I want to buy this one day. And then Rosa Noir from More, which I've had for literally years. This tiny little tester. And I don't really like it, but I finally finished it. So these can all be thrown out. Moving along, we have my NARS Translucent Light Reflecting Setting Powder in Crystal. It's become one of my favorite powders. I cannot say a bad word about it. It's undetectable. It does not even look like you've got powder on your skin. It's incredible. Highly recommend. I have this nudie stick all over face dewy color in, I think it's Bohemian Rose, yeah. I prefer this on my lips, and I did so. So I really, really like that. I really want to project pan this because there is only a tiny little bit of product in here. And then my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in, I think it's Beijing. Yes, Beijing. I think I wore this once or twice. I didn't wear this every day. So yeah, but I do really love that. I didn't use this once. The MAC Pot Liner in Black Track. I'm just not a huge pot liner person. I didn't even use it once. I actually forgot I had it. Should I leave it in? I think I'll leave it in. I'll leave it in. Maybe I could do like a little smudge liner. I'm more likely to use it for that. I can't remember if I put this in or not. So I'm just going to talk about it. The RMS, I had it on my desk. I can't remember if I put this in because I've only got one concealer and I usually do two. So it makes me think I did put this one in. I just don't remember. So the RMS Uncover Up in 00, it's one of my favorite everyday concealers. So, and then the OXX concealer from Kmart Makeup in Australia. I really, really enjoy this one and I enjoyed using it. My new favorite cream bronzer is from Rose Inc. This is the shade Kawaii. It looks like I've never used it, but I actually have used it so many times. So love this. I love the shade. I love how natural it is and buildable it is. It's a really nice cream bronzer. I finished the All Nighter setting spray. This is a mini, so that is done. I'm going to throw that into my makeup empties. I do makeup empties at the end of the year, so I collect everything I've used in the year and we just kind of get an overview of how much makeup I actually do finish. With someone that has a large collection, so make sure you stay tuned for that at the end of the year. My Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation, I wore this quite a bit. I really enjoyed wearing this. I had a bit of gradual tan on, so this was suitable for that because it's just the tiniest bit too dark. It's just a little bit too dark. It's not too bad. So if I gradual tan where I'm just like the tiniest bit darker, this is suitable. So I really enjoyed using that. And then the e.l.f. Halo Glow, I didn't use a lot, I'll be honest, because I feel like this is already so glowy. And then if I'm doing more long wear, I'm more likely to go for this primer. So unfortunately I didn't use this as much as I wanted to, but that's not to say I don't like it. I use this quite a bit actually, the Revolution IRL All Day Filter. This is the mattifying setting spray. I quite liked this. So I enjoyed using that. And then the L'Oreal True Match. I don't have a lot of experience with this foundation, which is why I put it in. And I really like it. I think now that I have an oilier skin type, I like it more than when I was a little bit drier. Yeah, I do like it now that my skin has changed a bit. And then the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is new to me and I quite liked it. It's a little bit weird of a consistency. Like I'm not used to it because it is really like watery but also sticky. It's hard to explain. I didn't hate it. It's just something I'm not used to. So I'm going to pop that back. And then eyes. I did pretty well with eyes. I used everything. Sometimes you don't use everything. So let's go through my singles first. My Fenty Beauty, this is a highlighter, but I'm using it as a eyeshadow. I think I just prefer it in that format. And it's just stunning. Oh, it's just so pretty. I use this a couple of times. My RMS Eyelights in Strobe is my favorite single eyeshadow of all time. So I use that a few times. Just like super easy. The Barry M Euphoric Metallic Cream Eyeshadow in Bewildered, which is like a really nice bronzy shade. I really enjoy that. It's a little bit more, it's very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. But maybe a little bit less pigmented, I would say. And then the Charlotte Tilbury Pop Shot in Smoky Quartz. I wore this a few times too. So pretty. Really, I'm actually quite glad I got this, even though it's severely overpriced. It's really pretty. My NARS palette in Summer Unrated. You can't get this anymore, of course, because they're always limited edition. But she's a beauty. I use this quite a few times. This is just like the perfect neutral palette, but if you like a warm neutral palette, which is me, I love. I wore this quite a few times and I'm so glad I put this in. It was so pretty. The Natasha Denona Cranberry palette. The most latest look I did was at work yesterday. I wore this and blended it out and then this all over the lid. Oh, it was so pretty. I was so proud of that look. And obviously you'll see it in the pictures. It was just so nice. So I enjoyed playing with that palette. Maybe I'll pick another one out. I just love Natasha Denona eyeshadows. They bring me a lot of joy. The Colourpop Sandstone, I used this a few times. Not a lot, but yeah, I definitely did use it. And I almost decluttered this, but I am glad I kept it. I just think it's a really nice, pretty palette. And then lastly, we have my Morphe 18CT Matte Essentials. You can't get this anywhere. It's sold out everywhere in Australia. On the Morphe website, it's sold out because I tried to link it when I was mentioning it in a video. It's sold out on the Morphe website and the Mecca website. The store that I work at Mecca, fully sold out. We can't get it. It's sold out everywhere. It must have blown up on TikTok because it's 90s makeup is coming back, guys. Cool tones, love it. So I'd use this a few times. I use this in a video as well. I will card the video if I can find it, if you want to see me actually applying this. But yeah, I used this a few times. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to put all this makeup back and we're going to pick some new ones. Okay, everything's looking really chaotic. I need to go through and organize everything, but I'm not doing it right now. Bear with the mess, guys. I'm going to pick out a powder, a loose powder and a pressed powder, a setting spray and 2 primers. So let's get into it. This is actually a brand new primer to me that I really enjoyed using in a video. This is the DB Cosmetics Rise and Prime Luminescent Primer. It's super hydrating and it's like just like the perfect amount of glow. It's not overly glowy. It's super hydrating, just like honestly the perfect amount of glow. So I'm going to add that one in. I also want to add in this Dr. Jart Cicapair. You know what I didn't know? I saw someone using it and it actually changes color when you rub it in. I've been using it and I didn't even notice. So there it is, green. And then it literally changes color. How did I never notice that? I could literally wear this alone like a foundation. So that's incredible. Very happy to know that. Setting spray. Let's go this Beauty Bay priming mist, oil control priming mist. So, oh, is it more of a primer then? Can you use it as setting? So this is a primer, but I'm gonna add it in as a primer. I've had it in the wrong tub the whole time. So there you go. Because I need mattifying. I'll probably wear this on my days before when I do makeup for work. And then I'll add my Kind Collective Prep and Protect Mist. I would consider this more like a finishing kind of mist. Let's give it a go. I'm going to go the Nakia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. I love this for more like long wear type of makeup. And then the new Mecca Max Setting Powder. I have the shade 1, I believe. Yes, Life Proof Tinted Pressed Setting Powder. I didn't love this when I used it, but I only used it once, so I want to get a better feel for it, so I'm going to add this one in. So I don't know what to do here. I have a lot going on. Maybe I'll just pick a couple of concealers first. You might notice I don't have some of my brand new makeup because I'm about to do a video and I don't want to lose it. So it'll probably be in the next round is my guess. This is new. I kind of want to put this in. This is the NYX Blur, bear with me. It's too light, it's 02 Fair, but we didn't get all the shades like America did we? We only got a selected amount of shades. So after this shade, it skips to a medium skin tone. So this was my only option. I knew it was gonna be fair, but I didn't know it was gonna be this fair. So I wore this the other day and then I just really warmed it up with a bit of bronzer and I made it work. So if I know that I can do that, I want to play with it a bit more because I ended up really loving the way my makeup looked. I don't like this alone, but I like this underneath all the layers of makeup. I think it sits well underneath everything, but wearing it alone, I just look like a ghost. So I just want to play with this a bit more. I'm going to pick 3 foundations, okay? So this is the By Terry Eclat Opulent. It's the old one. They brought out a new one. This is the old one, Nude Radiance. So I got this free at work because they replaced it with a new one. So I'm going to add this in and it's all in a pot, but it's a pretty decent shade match for me. So I just want to play with that a little bit. I think I really love this one. But I also really want to test this one. You know what? I think I might just put this one back and play with it whenever I want to. Because I want to put these 2 in. The Mecca Max Life Proof. This is new. And then this is also new. The MCO Beauty Ultra Stay Flawless Foundation. These are very 2 different looking shades. One's a little light, one's a little dark. But we make it work. So the Mecca Max I have 140. And the MCO Beauty I have Classic Ivory. I think I might go with these 2 concealers. I have the DB Cosmetics Skin Renew Ceramide Concealer. It's a little bit more natural. And then the Mecca Max Life Proof in 140 is just a little bit more coverage. So I have 1 of each. I like to have something more lighter and something a little bit more fuller. And then a face palette. Oh my god, what am I going to do? I am going away, so maybe I'll pick a face palette to travel with. I actually haven't used this Pat McGrath palette in a while. I think I might put this one in. This is so pretty. It's the Celestial Odyssey. No, Divine Blush and Glow Trio in Galactic Sun. It was from Holiday a couple of years ago. So I've got a real issue with the blush. I don't know how this happened, but I don't even have space to fit it all. Like the bronzer and the highlighter did really well with me merging the cream with the powder. So I used to have all the creams in the end one, but it doesn't work with the blush. I have too much blush. I think the 2 blushes that I have with the Pat McGrath are both glowy, so I think I want to get a matte. I should just take what I wore this in a video the other day, and it was one of my most clicked on items. It's the Balm Beach blush, and it's like the perfect neutral. No, it's just like the Pat McGrath one. Silly girl. Oh, I know which one I want. I'm going to put in the Mecca Max. This is Guava Blossom. There's a little bit of shimmer, but it's not really much at all. It's more matte. So I'm going to put that one in. And I might actually put in Dandelion. Just trying to get variety. And I think this will be a nice Dandelion from Benefit. This is just a little mini, but I love it. Cream, I think I want to go with the Pixie On The Glow blush. These just became available in Sephora Australia for the first time ever. They're all sold out, but hopefully they restock soon. This is the shade Fleur, and it's super pretty. There is a swatch. I don't have the best lighting in this room, but it's just a really pretty cream blush. And something small to take away with me. And then I'm going to put in the Milani Cheek Kiss in Cheeky Coral. And that is what it looks like, the more orangey tone. The cream bronzer I want to put in my Huda Beauty Tan Tour Contour. I haven't used this in so long and I actually love it. I have the shade Fair. There it is there. Let's put in my Laura Mercier Baked Matte Bronzer. I have the shade 2 and it's just a really pretty baked, soft bronzer formula. So let's put that one in. So for powder highlight, I'm putting the Mecca Max in Opal Glow. Kind of like a really soft pinky shade. It's really natural and nice. And then the DB Cosmetics Highlight Beauty Wand. Oh, this is Melted Rose. The top is the powder highlight and then below is the beauty wand. Very natural, hard to see, sorry. So with single shadows, I pretty much, I don't pick a lot from this drawer, just mainly the single shadows. So let's have a look. I wouldn't mind bringing like a stick with me. Or maybe this one. I actually might take this one. The Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Kiss from a Rose, this is. I just like that it's mini. I had this, but I think it'd just be a really nice, easy, everyday colour. I might put in this. I've not worn this much. It's new to me. The Sephora Single Shadow in Touch of Silk. Let's go the Revlon colour Stay in Caramel. I love this one. I might add in a mascara. I'll put in the DB Cosmetics. It's new and I really like it. Center Stage. It's got a really nice curl wand. It's a really nice everyday kind of mascara. I really liked it. So I'm going to put that in and just play with it a bit more. I actually recently got the Quick Flick. I'm going to put this in. The only thing is you've got two sides. One of them is for the left, one of them is for the right. But I want to play with it a bit more. So let's put that in. Brows I just kind of reach for. Same with lip liner. It all depends on the lips, doesn't it? So let's put that away. So here are my liquid lips and then like lip creams, or like they're long but they're not liquid lips. I haven't worn this one in a while. This is the Too Faced Melted Matte. I have the shade Cool Girl. Yeah, I can vibe with that. I want to put this one in. I've been thinking about it. The L'Oreal. This is in the shade I Empower. It's a really nice nude. Should I put in my favorite red? It's like an easy to wear red. The Rose Ink in number 16. It looks really pigmented here, but on the lips it's like, it's soft. It's really nice. This is a new gloss that I got from DB Cosmetics. It's the Lip Boost Plumping Treatment in the Buff. And it's a really nice super nude lip gloss. It was really pretty on. Just for when I don't want much on the lips. Just a little something something. So you can see there's a tint there, but it's ever so slight. I think I'd like to get some more wear out of my Tom Ford. This is discontinued. It's in the shade Bear. It's getting kind of old. And I want to get some good use out of it. I want to finish it. Let's go with Charlotte Tilbury. It's been a while. No, that one's so close in colour to... Look how close in colour that is to my liquid lip. The L'Oreal one. It's very similar. So maybe Penelope Pink. Yeah, let's put in Penelope Pink, which is the one there at the bottom. It's not pink at all. It's very yellow. I say that every time and I'm like, I can't get over it. And then maybe something really warm. Oh, Desert Rose. Yeah, let's do Bobbi Brown. This is Italian Rose. Isn't it so pretty? It's one of the Luxe lipsticks. And Luxe she is. Okay, and then lastly we have eyeshadows. I have no idea what I'm going to pick. I think I kind of miss my BYS Noosa palette. It's just kind of got everything. this is what I reach for like everyday neutrals. They're not heavily pigmented and that's why I like it. So I'm going to add this one in. I actually haven't used my singles in a really long time. These are my singles. I might add these in. I haven't used these in so long. That could be fun, couldn't it? I added some Colourpop some Colourpop ones that I depotted and then decluttered the palette. Just because I felt like this needed some more neutral. We've got Enchanted Luster, Cloud Chaser. These are both Australian. Colourpop, Sydney Grace, and then a couple of Urban Decay from an old palette. Let's do that one for something colourful. Maybe a little Natasha, little baby, mini star. I love this one. I might even take this away with me. I'm actually gonna, this one that I have on top of my everyday makeup drawer, my Beauty Bay Love Notes. Let's do that. We've got a few big palettes, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling really inspired with makeup. I love putting it on. So let's do all of those, and they're all quite different. How exciting. Let's do a little swatch party. Here is the Mini Star from Natasha Denona. Here is the by Beauty Bay Love Notes palette. Isn't it just the prettiest thing you've ever seen? Oh gosh, it's so pretty. This brings me so much joy. Okay, so here I've basically done two from each brand. This is Enchanted Luster. This is Cloud Cosmetics. Then we have Sydney Grace. Look at that purple. And then Colourpop here. Pretty snazzy, huh? Oh, look at this. This is Enchanted Luster from, they are on Etsy. They ship worldwide. Look at this. And then lastly, the BYS Noosa palette. A little bit more subtle after that indie individuals. But not bad for, this is an Australian brand. And this is why I love it. These are such beautiful neutral colours for every day. And then I'm going to do a few little perfumes. I have the last of my little of these. I've been trying to get through them. I've done really well. I've got Dear Polly. I actually bought the full size, so I'm happy to just let this be used now. I have this one. I really love. It's really expensive to buy, so I haven't been using it. The Costa Brazil, which is an oil company. They do like body oils, face oils. They have a fragrance called Aroma, and it's like a green, inspired by like the Amazon, but it's still got a spice to it. It's so beautiful. So I've got that one in. Then I've got two from Eccentric Molecules. These are the #1. I have all of them. I got the sampler set. So I'm going to do maybe each month I'll do a set. So there's 5 in total. So it'll take me 5 months to finish them. But that's fine. I'm in no rush. I have Molecule 1 and Eccentric 1. So it's so cute. They come in these little boxes and then you get the sample like that. So the Molecule 1 is develops to your skin chemistry and can also be worn as a fragrance enhancer. And then Eccentric 1 is the same ingredient, ISO E Super. It's 1 note, but Eccentric has the same note with extra notes, so it's more of a perfume. And this is more of a, it's a single note. So Molecule means 1 note, and then Eccentric is the same note with extra notes. And then lastly, we're going to do the Versace Dylan Blue. I actually wore this perfume on my wedding day, but it's time to just use it. So on my wedding day, I didn't know much about fragrance, but I knew that I liked this one. So I bought a little sampler pack, and it's time that I finished them all. I've been married almost 4 years, so I just need to use them. So I'm going to pop that in there too. I might actually put this one here. And that's everything. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I so appreciate you. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!